Rockland. And Kevin's just going to give us some information on what you can do maybe to prevent some infestations, especially mosquito time is coming up. So, Kevin, it's all you.
Sounds great. Welcome, Western Wisconsin. It's a beautiful day. I'm a little south of Black River today. We're going to discuss some conducive conditions. The obvious conducive condition is the melting of snow and the warmer weather. So this time of year, lots of bugs going crazy. I've already gotten calls for spiders and ants and all that good stuff. Once we get that snow melting, the ground gets saturated with moisture, and that's when those bugs go crazy. So the goal on my end is to prevent that from getting into your structure. So putting a preventative barrier around the foundation, around the windows, entry points, that kind of thing. So we're south of Black River here a little bit today, and if we notice a lot of mulch layer around the yard here, creates a lot of moisture and habitat for these bugs to survive. So they overwinter under the bark of these trees. So they were hunkering down on those colder days, and as soon as the ambient temperature gets warmer and everything heats up, they start coming out. And there's moisture down here so they can lay their eggs and then prosper. So we're pretty close to the structure, so then they're going to want to just start invading, looking for food, other moisture. Their habitat gets oversaturated down here, and they keep reproducing, and they eventually make it inside. So my goal is to put that preventative barrier there along that structure to prevent that. In the warmer months, we're going to have foliage and a lot of leaves coming out of these buds, and that's where those mosquitoes and flying insects and flies will be landing underneath those areas to rest during the day. So another proactive approach for treating during the warmer months is to power spray the foliage that's going to be popping out here in a month or two. It takes care of mosquitoes and other flying insects along these trees. Back here we've got a good place and a great example of what you should do with your firewood. Everybody wants a fire pit during the summer to enjoy our campfires. This is a notorious textbook example of a hot spot for carpenter ants and other. They have a chance to start invading, but they're going to get into my stuff, or there's a transition piece that they won't invade the house when it's stored out here. But this is a prime example of an area where it's going to hold moisture, it's going to hold harborage, so they're going to be hiding in there so other birds and then other insects won't eat them. So it's better out here than over there. These pine trees all have moisture. We all want shade in our yards, but with shade, the bugs like it too because it's a lot wetter, a lot more favorable in the hot summer days. We don't want to be out when it's 90, 100 degrees either. They don't either. So they take advantage of the harborage and the windbreak we got here. So this is another example of an area that will get an insecticide power sprayed up along the branches, and we should be able to take care of them. And
now let's talk a little bit about that mosquito spraying service. You're roughly 6 months is what you come out?
Yes, April through October. October can get chilly, so usually by September, so we'll see how Mother Nature treats us. But April through September at least, that's a power spraying an insecticide along the foliage of the leaves and branches, as well as these pine needles. Also the structure, so the shaded areas around the eaves and soffits on those structures, there's a shaded area that they'll also land on. This carport is another example of an area they're going to land on that spray. So they'll fly into your yard, have a good old time.
Yeah, and one thing that's really nice, when you come out, you always leave some information as to what time you sprayed. So yeah, the homeowner will know exactly when you were there, when it was sprayed, and how good it is to go outside.
What type of chemical I use, how much, usually about a gallon, 2 to 3 gallons for a whole yard like this. what type of chemical it is, and if you need further information on that chemical safety data sheets, I can provide those as well. But yeah, works wonders.
It really does. And you've sprayed for us now 2 seasons. We're going to enter our 3rd, and it works wonders because we used to be infested with mosquitoes.
Summer's short enough. Let's enjoy it without the doing this all year.
Exactly. Well, Kevin, I do appreciate it. How can people get a hold of you?
They can call me. I also got I got a website, scenicbluffspestcontrol.com. Pretty easy. I'm also on Facebook, Scenic Bluffs PC. You can find me on there. Google Maps as well. Or just give me a good old call or a text message at 608-451-2448.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for taking your time today, and look forward to working with you.
Sounds great. Enjoy the day.
You too.